So anyway, welcome to In the Court of the Wenton King. Okay, Not the Living Dregs. Second Dregs album. When I first got this, it was a bit of a disappointment after What If. I got them in that order. It doesn't sparkle like the previous one, I think. And it's not as diverse actually as well. But it is like the more pure Dregs sound. That might be quite controversial. I get the impression this is a lot of people's favourite one. Maybe we're Dregs noobs. I don't think I'm a Morse noob, but maybe I'm a Dregs noob. That's a very high bar, because this is a terrific album, fantastic music, and it is at the same time, Steve Morse's compositional style is clearly fixed. This sounds like the previous album essentially. It sounds like Steve Morse written stuff. It sounds like the Dregs. It sounds like Steve Morse. It sounds like Lizzie Burwell as well.
Yeah, what a difficult album to review, because you're right.
Because we've already reviewed the Dixie Dregs.
I mean, you're right in saying that it doesn't seem to sparkle like the last album.
Yeah.
That's a great way of putting it, because that's exactly how I felt about it as well. Yeah, it's just lots of stuff happening.
Yeah. It's more Dregs.
Yeah.
We told you about the Dregs on the other video, so watch that.
The last album was particularly exciting because it was that great blend of skilled musicianship, lightheartedness, and rock. Whereas this, it's sort of...
Does it sound more muso, do you think?
I don't know what it is. It's sort of... It feels a bit more American to me, although the last one was obviously American. But this seems more overtly so for some reason. And I'm not entirely sure why. It just felt...
Like I said, that for me, knowing lots of Dregs albums, that sounds more like definitively Dregs sound. What does the Dixie Dregs sound like? Probably not as good as Dregs.
Yeah.
Probably more than any of their albums.
There's nothing sort of, when you listen to it, you sort of go, the last album you listen to it, oh, what's that track? And you look into it. This one, it's more, oh, what's that track? Because I might want to avoid it in the future. It's not terrible, it's just not great.
Not leaping out?
No, it's not leaping out at all. I mean, I'll probably think that Leprechaun Promenade came out as the most sort of surreal.
Yeah, that's an interesting one, because you've just had two very, very bluegrass, and with that title you think it's going to be more bluegrassy stuff, and it's not. It's this weird proggy stuff,
which is
proper fusion.
Kind of cool.
Yeah.
And then you get Long Slow Distance, which is exactly as the name suggests, long and slow.
Yes, it's the epic. It's Night Meets Light too, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
I thought more accessible than Night Meets Light though. There's almost an 80s rockness in there as well, I thought.
Yeah, maybe. I just thought, oh god, I guess it was going on for a bit.
6.5
minutes. Yeah.
Punk Sandwich is interesting because it plays a punk riff for about 12 seconds and then just goes into Dreg stuff.
Yeah.
And you're like, oh, okay.
Yeah, the filling's quite good, but the punk is actually not bad.
But I opened the album with that. I mean, I kind of like you put it on, you think, oh, that's what it sounds like. But then it just goes off into stuff. That's good. It's half live, half studio, which could be one of two things. I don't know. Possibly because it's cheaper and maybe they're under pressure to create a new album quickly. Maybe this was an on the road album, maybe. Because I think What If was quite a big, for an instrumental band in 1978. It was quite a big hit because it was really good. And maybe so it was made quickly, but it might have been about capturing the live sound kind of thing, which is surprising because What If had such fantastic sound, actually.
Yeah, but we were kind of curious how it would come across live, because of some of it seems quite...
Yeah, I mean, to actually see them live must be fantastic.
Yeah.
It's very unlikely that's going to happen now, I think. I assume Deep Purple Winding Down has a lot to do with Steve Morse. And he has actually, I think he's got carpal tunnel or something. Some of the time he has to wear a thing on his hand, so he's obviously cutting down his touring, I think, sadly. I really like Riff Raff. And again, it's the title isn't what you think it's going to be. You think it's going to be like Punk Sandwich, and it's gentle gianty, I thought, that kind of thing. Classical-ish stuff. I mean, again, I really like the bluegrass stuff, and that's the thing, people think, God, it's called Dixie. It's going to be like country. Ugh. Well, we'll listen to the fusion stuff, but we won't like the country. Ugh. But the bash is great. It's absolutely ace. You want to hear Steve Morse's chicken picking. That's on there, and it is fantastic. I mean, technically, it's like Hot Dog from In Through the Outdoor, except it's good. It's playing about twice the speed of Hot Dog, and doesn't sound like they're on drugs. So, yeah, it is fantastic. I think that's fantastic. The thing is, though, it occurred to me how much Dregs music is happy music. Almost exclusively happy music. What if the same? Which is such a... It's not a rare thing. There's plenty of happy music, but most of it's awful.
Yeah, it's hard to get right, isn't it? I mean, if something's relentlessly happy...
Happy birthday to... It is your birthday, isn't it?
Yeah, it's my birthday today.
That's Sam's birthday. Let's make a video on YouTube. That's a great way to spend your birthday. In the sort of dark house on your own. I mean, do you only need one Dixie Dregs album? I wouldn't. I mean, you're more down on it than I am. But had we heard that first, do you think maybe?
Yeah, possibly. I think What If was hit a particular spot. It's a bit like Mr. Bungle.
Oh,
yeah. The follow-up albums, you know they're good.
Yeah, but it's more of that.
Yeah, it's sort of. Oh.
Yeah. It's so great.
It's not there. I think there's an element of that. But whenever I listen to it, it's quite a short album.
Yes,
Definitely there for the 40-minute LP sort of thing. I never found myself wanting more, and I was quite relieved by the time it came to the end. Maybe that's just sort of my mindset.
I do think of it as two EPs because it's kind of an EP and a live EP. There's no reason why those fit together. It's just stuff, isn't it? So
I mean, does it feel like an album? Can you sort of?
No, it feels like two EPs.
Yeah.
Bit like Lies by Guns N' Roses.
Which was great.
It's better than Lies by Guns N' Roses. Yeah. I do think at some point we should do solo Steve Morse, but not for a long time.
Yeah.
Which is different, but not different enough. Well, 4 Eggs. I'm still going to do 4 Eggs because there's some fantastic stuff on there. But I just much prefer What If.
Agreed. What did I give What If? Did I give 5?
Yeah.
We'll go 4.
Yeah.
4 Eggs. This is the 4 Egg album.
Yeah. So we've got to be back for Dregs of the Earth. That's the one I didn't have, and it hasn't come in the post yet. This was like 2 months ago, so they keep putting it back. So it's going to come in sometime in September. I may or may not have it when we get back next week. See you next week.